Hello, dear students. I hope all you are doing very good in your homes nowadays. So, this is the second lecture of your history first chapter, the French Revolution. I hope all you have gone through the first lecture. So, if you have not gone through, please watch that discussion and clear your concepts. So, let's continue. So, here a cartoon is given, and in this cartoon, if you go through, so you can get that a poor man is here, right? And this is rich and well off individual is sitting over there, and one more thing is there that this is fly and this is a spider. So let me tell you, this spider is indicating this nobleman and this fly is indicating this poor man, right? So as you can see that this poor one or the member of the third estate, okay, first estate were clergy, right? Clergy. Second estates were nobles, and third estates were common people, right? So you please keep this in your mind. So he belongs to the third estate, this one, and those spider and flies are indicated. And look, he's giving lot of fruits, vegetables, grain to the nobleman, and even he is not getting influenced by his hard work, right? He's is not even praising and looking at him with praise or courtesy, right? So it seems like the domination of the nobles on the third estate, right? And you can see the spider and that fly is given just because of that spider catches the fly, right, and eats it. So that is why spider, this nobleman, and this fly is this common man. So this spider can eat this nobleman. Not means, what does it mean? It means can exploit him, right? So that is why this picture is given. The struggle to survive. Now this point will tell us that why this all the massacre and this all the violence happened. So the population of France rose about 23 million in 1715 to 18 million in 1789. So you can see in 1715 the France population was 23 million, fine. But in 1789 when this French Revolution happened, so the population of the the population of the France was 28 million. So this was a huge rose in the population. So suppose the people are increasing in our country, so demand of the food will increase, right? Demand of the resources will increase, right? So increasing population directly proportional to food demands and the resources, fine. But what happened then? Production of the grown could not keep pace with the demand, but population increased, but proportionally food grains were not increased that time, fine. So when the population is large and the food grain is less than food grain, so what does it mean? That now the prices of this food grain will hike up, right? Fine. So the same thing happened in France. Food grains, the price of the bread which was staple diet of the majority, okay, means people used to eat that, right, rose rapidly. So the price of the bread rapidly increased. Most of the workers employed as laborer in the workshop were owner fixed their wages, but wages did not keep pace with the rise in prices, okay. So the people who were employed, they were working at the fixed price, right? Their increment was not getting higher, but wages did not keep pace with the demand, right? So the gap between the poor and the rich widened. So richers were becoming rich and the poors were becoming more poor. Okay, this led to subsistence crisis. What does it mean, subsistence crisis? It is written here. If you have books, so you can go through, otherwise you can pause this video and you can go through to it. But in a simple words, Subsistence crisis are kind of crisis when we are not able to even not able to eat our daily meal. Okay, when we are unable to run our daily livelihood, right? That is subsistence crisis. Okay, now a growing middle class envisages and to privileges. So here the 18th century witnessed the emergence of the social groups termed as the middle class, who earned their wealth through an expanding overseas trade. From the manufacture of the goods such as woolen, silk, textile were either exported or bought by the richer member of the society. Fine. People so the people who were earning their livelihood by these methods, they were marked as the middle class, right? So now move forward. In addition to the merchants and manufacturers, the third estate included professions as such as what kind of professions we are getting into the middle class. Those who are lawyers, administrative officials, fine. All of these were educated and believed that no social group in society should be privileged by birth. So these all the educated people were the part of the new middle class, and they had this strong belief that no one should have this much privileged by birth, right? Means everybody should be treated as equal. Like in the first estate, that those clergies and nobles had some privileges in the society, as we read, right? Fine. Rather, a person's social position must depend on his merit. Okay, means they were saying that if any individual is there, so he must be identified by their characteristics or the character or the merits or demerits, right? Fine. These ideas. Now some writers will come here. Please focus here properly because these writers are very very important. At the envisaging a society based on freedom and equal laws and opportunities for all were put forward by philosophers such as John Locke and Jean-Jacques Rousseau. They both are very prominent writers. Okay, fine. So it means these writers aware the people, and they raised some demands on behalf of the middle class people, on behalf of the third estate, and simply their demands were nobody should get the privileges by birth, everybody should be equally treated. Okay, so in his two treatises of the government, John Locke, here I am telling here we are discussing about the John Locke, the writer. Okay, he wrote a book named Two Treatises of the Government Laws, or to refute and doctrine of the divine and absolute right of the monarch. Okay, means in his this book, Locke simply said that monarch should not have that much power, right? Now Rousseau, what is Rousseau is saying? Rousseau carried the idea forward, proposing the government based on the social contract between the people and the representatives in the fine. Means Rousseau, what Rousseau is saying, that the government of the country should be uh, concerned by the people. Simply Rousseau was also opposing the monarch. Monarch means the king power, right? Okay. Now Montesquieu, what Montesquieu is saying, in the spirit of laws. Please remember these books. This could be asked in the 1 mark question. Okay, that which book written by which author or philosopher, right? Montesquieu proposed a division of power within the government between the legislative, executive, and judiciary. This model was put in the force in the USA. Means this Montesquieu demanded the powers, separation of the powers in between the executive, judiciary, and legislature. Okay, the same method adopted by the India also. Okay, so they all the institutions, organs of the government can check and balance their powers, right? Nobody can become dictator like the king, right? This model was put USA and in India also. After the 13 colonies declared the independence from Britain, the America Constitution was granted individual rights. Was an important example of the thinkers in France. This we have discussed. Fine, that France supported America to get back their 7 territories from the Britain, right? Fine. These ideas were also discussed very intensively in Solons and coffees houses, spread among the people through books, newspaper. Means these ideas were spreaded very fast that time, and people were connecting with the newly emerged new middle class, which was the part of third estate. Okay, Louis XVI planned to impose further taxes. The news that taxes to able to meet the expenses of the state generated anger and protest against the system of privileges. Means now let's get back to the procession. Now the king demanded to increase the taxes on the people, right? Taxes. And when this news spread in between the people, so they got angry, okay, and they started doing protest against it. Fine. Now let's continue. So the outbreak of the revolution. So what happened now? So outbreak of the revolution, as I told you that king was planning to increase the taxes, right? And who are paying the taxes? Third estates. Please remember this in your mind. Fine. So these people, third estate, these were in majority. Means these people were large in the population and they were paying the taxes. Fine. So simply these third estate people were very dissatisfied with this decision. Fine. So what happened now? So here it is written. On 5th 1789, Louis XVI called together assembly for the Estates Generals to pass proposal for new taxes. Now, to understand this, Louis XVI called a meeting of the assembly of the Estates Generals, an assembly, okay. And now please look at here very properly because it will give you some clarity. Now listen, clergy, first estate, right? Fine. Wait, first estate, second estate, and third estate. No need to say you this, that these first estates were clergy, these second estates were nobles, and these third estates were poor people or the common people, right? People. Fine. So what happened? There's 300 people were called from the first estate, 300 people were called from the second estate, and 600 people were called from the third estate. Fine. But now you can see that this third estates people are in majority, and they are 300 first and second group, right? But what happened that they had given the equal voting right, 1 and 1. Now you can see the discrimination. Why only? How? Because these 300 people are owning one vote. These 3 people are owning one vote. So these 600 people, why they are owning only one vote? Okay, they are in large numbers, so they must they should have got the 2 votes, right? But no, they also got only 1 vote. So this third estate, now what happened that king was conducting the referendum in between, the conducting of voting, that should we apply or should we give the taxes bundle on the people or not? And who are paying the taxes? These people, okay, only they were not paying the taxes, okay, only these people were paying the taxes. So king proposed that now give your votes. So these people, that is quite obvious. Now you are getting that why they will say no, because they were also getting benefited from that. So they said yes, they said no, but what you do with your no? Because they got yes 2 votes, 1 and 1 2, and they are getting only 1 vote, so that is no. So it was passed. So this was a kind of formality only, because these people were very close to the king and they usually say exact way the king wants. Fine. So these people were very dissatisfied, the third estates. So they simply denied this and they demanded that we should give 1 vote to 1 person. They were simply demanding 1 vote to 1 person, 300 vote for them, 300 vote for them, and 600 vote for them. Now do the vote But why should king give this? Because king was aware about it, that if I will give the vote, lots of vote to them, so they will simply say no. Fine. So it will harm the intentions of the king. So simply king did not give this. So after doing all this, these third estates cancelled all this meeting. Fine. And they simply walked off from that assembly, and they went to the tennis court. Fine. They went to the tennis court, and what happened then? In tennis court, they formed a national assembly. Fine. National assembly. Fine. Look, as it is written here, the representative of the third estate viewed themselves as spokesperson for the whole French nation. 20 June, they assembled in the hall of the indoor tennis court in the grounds of the Versailles. They declared themselves as the National Assembly and swore not to disperse till they had drafted the constitution for France. They would limit the power of the monarch. Fine. So they assembled in the tennis court, and they simply take this oath that we will form a constitution. What? Constitution. Fine. To limit the power of monarch. To limit the power of monarch means to limit the power of king. Okay? Fine. And look, Mirabeau and Abbesses were supporting this National Assembly, the Third Estate people. Okay? Despite belong to the noble family, they were the member of the noble people, but still they were in favor need to away with the society of feudal privileges. Okay, they were in favor with the third estates. He brought out a journal and delivered powerful speeches to the crowds assembled at the Versailles. Versailles is the place where they took this all the happenings, right? So you can see a picture is given of the tennis court here. So now see this Abbesses, he was the member of the first estates, means the clergy group. He was the member of the clergy group. Okay, wrote an influential pamphlet called "What is the Third Estate?" So they both belong to that Abbesses and that Mirabeau and the Abbesses. They both belong to the first and the second estate, but still they were supporting to the third estate. Fine. Okay. Now see what happened when the National Assembly was busy to drafting the constitution. In the same time, in France, either with the turmoil and severe winter had meant the bad harvest, the price bread rose, often break, exploited extortion, hoard supplies after spending hours and accused at the bakery. Crowds of angry women stormed into the shops. At the same time, King ordered troops move into the Paris. On 14th July, the agitated crowd stormed and destroyed the Bastille. Now, if you remember that we have started your chapter by explaining these all the things. Fine. So this is not a new thing in front of you. Fine. Now see what happened afterwards. That in countryside means villages. Fine. In villages, what happened? That rumors spread village to village that the lords of the manor had hired brigands who were their way to destroy the ripe crops. Caught the frenzy fear, peasants in several districts seized hoes and pitchforks and attacked Chetaks. They looted hoard grain, burned down documents containing record manorial dues. A large number of the nobles fled down their homes, migrating neighbor countries. Now what happened? Now please see this. What does it mean? Chetaks and manor means these were the stately residents belong to the king or the nobleman. Fine. And the manor, an estate consisting of the landlords and his mansion. So what happened? That the people of the third estate, they simply attacked on the manor and the Chetaks. Fine. And they captured all the resources which they were owning, and they simply captured all. And by this attack, these people who were landlords and the people who are in favor of the king, they simply ran away from there and migrated to the neighbor countries. Fine. After these all happenings, means Louis XVI pressurized and he simply recognized the assembly, National Assembly, by later on. Fine. And accepted the principle that his power would now be checked by the constitution. Means Louis XVI, by these happenings and the violence done by the National Assembly, Louis XVI, what Louis XVI did? Louis XVI simply accepted the constitution accepted by the National Assembly, and finally Louis XVI was ready to check and balance the king's power. Fine. Now on the night 4th August 1789, the Assembly passed a decree abolishing the feudal system. Fine. On this date, Assembly passed a decree and abolished the feudal system. Obligations and taxes. Okay. Means feudal system obligations and taxes were removed. Member of the clergy too were forced to give up their privileges. That means the people who were the member of the clergy, National Assembly forcefully gave up all their rights and privileges. Okay. Abolished church were confiscated. As a result, the government acquired assets worth at least 2 billion livres. Means tithes were abolished and land owned by the church were confiscated. Means this tithes was the tax, as we read. Okay, this was abolished. Fine. And all the property and all the assets were confiscated of the church. Okay, owned by the church, that was confiscated by the National Assembly. Okay, so as a result, they got 2 billion livres. It is the currency. So this is all about this lecture. We'll be continuing this chapter in the next slide. So if you are having any kind of doubt, so you can ask in the comment section. Thank you so much.